Hey everyone, Greta here. Today we are going to talk about how to get into the Flying Warrior VISVAMITRASANA. This is a very intriguing shape, I would say. It looks really kind of crazy, like you are doing like a split. You're grabbing onto the front leg and at the same time you're doing a side plank. So there are a few elements. I'll be sharing with you what to work on. So it is basically something that I would do before I get into the shape. So feel free to add and subtract according to your own body condition. And after that, we will be dissecting the shape into 3 different parts. For warm up, we will be working on the shoulder opening because we need to grab onto the foot. We also need to work on the strength in the arms and shoulders and also the side body. Side body wise, not just strengthening but also lengthening, because one side we're stretching, the other side we are really using the power and effort. Also working on the lower back mobility, the back of the thighs, the back of the legs mobility, and also the strength of the legs and opening of the hips. So I'll be sharing with you what I usually do. Feel free to add or subtract. Alright, so now we're all ready to check out the actual shape. As said, there's actually 3 parts. So one part we are going to deal with the back body, the back side of it. The other part will be targeting the front side of it. And then the third, we will be putting the back and the front together, creating the actual shape. So let's talk about the back leg first. So whenever we talk about not the back leg, but the back body, whenever we talk about the back body, I would usually refer to just a side plank because it's easier that way. It's easier to assess that way because the shape already is extremely crazy looking. So if I could relate it back to something that is more familiar, then it would be easier to load. The setup is kind of like a warrior 2. So the back foot must ground. The back pinky toe, find it, press it down to the floor. You want to feel the entire inner leg able to press up to the sky without actually moving the pelvis. Okay, keep the pelvis low. Okay, keep the hips down, but then the back of the inner thigh up to the sky. Now the front arm, it's kind of like extended side angle, and you place it, or you actually wrap the hand behind and outside of the foot. Okay, you want to feel the right arm pressing the floor away, left foot pressing into the floor, and then for the left hand, just grab onto the top of the foot or maybe the top of the ankle. You want to bring the shoulder down. Okay, the lower the better, and then right arm push, left foot press, inhale, lean and lift. Feeling the power coming from your back leg, you're engaging your glutes so that your front pelvis would open up forward instead of closing and coming down. So make sure that when you're in the shape, your glutes, the muscles in your butt are engaged. Second part, primarily focusing on the front body. Now the front body tends to throw a lot of people off, but then it's just compass pose on your knees. So one of the warm-ups. If you are able to do the compass pose, meaning hand grabbing onto the ankle and getting the leg up to the sky, basically you're ready for this version, except that when you're doing the compass, the warm up, make sure that when you're here, you're not entirely relying on the arm to hold the leg up. The leg also needs to have power on its own to stay up. If you're having difficulty keeping the leg up on its own, make sure that you spend a few more moments trying to find that activation in the leg, your thigh, the calf, toes, every single muscle need to be working. So it's active mobility, not just passive using the arm. And the reason why that's important is because when we're actually in the arm balance, you're fighting against gravity. So if you're just relying on the arm to hold the leg up, chances are your leg will become very heavy and it's gonna drag down. Start from here. Back shin bone, swing it to the side of the mat, and then the right hand is the same. Go down, shoulder down, okay? And the hand goes behind and rest it outside. Now from here, left hand, grab onto the top of the right foot, right hand push, engage your glutes, left hand pick the leg up, okay? Left shin bone press into the floor. Now the right foot is going to press towards the end of the mat. And I just look down, or maybe look up, it's fine too. Feeling the back of the right knee, stretching, lengthening, right arm pushing, glutes engage, open up. Another element that help when you are in that variation is the extended leg. It still wants to hug in to the shoulder instead of just kind of hanging out. Make sure that in variation 1 and variation 2, you can balance, you can breathe comfortably before you attempt the full version. So the full version, basically combining 1 and 2 together. Start here, okay? Back leg engage, front arm goes behind and outside. I tend to look at the floor, right arm push, left hand hold on to the top of, actually goes around the top of the right foot. Actually, I hold on to the outer edge of it. Now I push, I lift, and then I press the right leg away, away, away. Open the body, stretching the left armpit, right arm pushing, left leg or pinky toe pressing down to the floor, hips open. That's it. Sorry, it's kind of hard to talk in the shape. When you're doing it, chances are, because you need to open the body, you really need to feel the top body, like the body, the side of the body that's facing to the sky needs to stretch and open. Glutes, but I would actually engage it, give it more power, and also when I can engage my butt, it helps to open the front pelvis more to the side. Because if you don't open it, chances are it's hard to find the balance. And a lot of people, when they're in the shape, they're like, oh my gosh, I cannot open, I cannot open. They either slide down or they would sink or they would drop and land on their butt to the side of the mat. There's actually quite a bit of coordination in the shape. You need to time yourself. Some people, they need to break it down into segments in order to be able to get into the full interpretation of the shape, while other people, because of how their body works, they need to do it at the same time. Make sure that when you're attempting the full interpretation of the shape, everything needs to feel it's hugging in to the core. Core meaning like the center of the body and not the abdomen, not just the abdomen, but you want to feel the extended leg hugging in. You know, the body, even though it's opening, it doesn't feel like it's scattered. Everything still feels very composed in together, working on the same team. That's it. Give it a try. Don't forget to be patient. Don't forget to breathe. And don't forget to take it easy. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.